hum a hymn with curlers in her hair, steam rising from the kitchen air. That floral dress she saved all week, worn every Sunday, soft and meek. She tied tight with a faded bow, walking slow like she already knows that heaven might not look much, but it smells like flower and feels like touch. Sunday was her favorite dress, ironed out with care and no regrets. It held her laughter, stitched her prayers, wore it like grace in folding chairs. Now it hangs in a closet near, still smells like faith, still feels like here. She never missed a second pew, hands held tight like the morning dew. And when that choir began to rise, you could see God in her eyes. Sunday was her favorite dress, the one she wore to hide the mess. But in that cotton blue and white, she looked like mercy bathed in light. Now I hold it when I'm lost in fear, still smells like faith, still feels like here. Some folks keep photos, some keep rings. I keep her dress and how she'd sing. Sunday was her favorite dress, and now it holds what she confessed. Each thread a verse, each button piece, a quiet place my heart won't cease. Though she's gone, she's ever near, still smells like faith, still feels like here.
Patch by patch, stitch by stitch, she sewed through poor and little rich. Old shirts, Sunday dress, and jeans too tight, all woven into warmth at night. Her fingers hurt, her back would ache, but not one thread was a mistake. She said this blanket ain't just for show, it's stories only family knows. The blanket she sewed still keeps me warm in winter's howl or summer storm. It's frayed at the edge, but strong at heart, like her love stitched in every part. She may be gone, but I still hold the blanket she sewed. There's Grandpa's flannel from '62, my sister's lace when she said I do, a piece from the day we brought Dad home, and Mama's tears when we felt alone. The blanket she sewed still keeps me warm in winter's howl or summer storm. It's frayed at the edge, but strong at heart, like her love stitched in every part. She may be gone, but I still hold the blanket blanket she sewed, passed down in time, a quilt of grace, a love divine. No diamond shines, no gold can show what lives inside the blanket she sewed. Down by the creek where the willow weeps, her voice drifts soft through the shadows deep. I close my eyes and see her stand, tending those branches with gentle hands. No words were needed, her heart could show. Each rustling leaf sang what I know. Sunlight filters through emerald leaves, like prayer she whispered on summer eves. I'd sit beneath where her laughter flowed. Now I sit here and feel her glow. Though she's gone on that final road, her spirit lives where the soft winds blow. She whispers through the willow, through every breeze, a lullaby of faith among the trees. Her memory lingers in every sigh, in each trembling branch that reaches sky. I lean my head on that old board fence, she's still here in gentle suspense. When storms roll in and skies turn gray, that willow sways and I hear her say, hold on to hope, let your heart be still. And I feel her warmth beat beside that hill. No stone could mark where her prayers go. They live on in leaves of the willow. Sometimes at dawn when light is thin, I swear I feel her breath on my skin. A silent grace among the boughs, a promise kept. She's still around. She whispers through the willow, soft and low, a voice of comfort and ebb and flow. Her love remains where the rivers wend, in rustling leaves her soul I find. Though time moves on, seasons go, she whispers still through the willow. Walk down gravel roads in worn-out shoes, waving at folks like they held her truth. With daisies blooming where her heels had passed, She left more beauty than the world could grasp. She hummed like Sunday, soft and sure, bringing joy where the heart felt poor. Kids would smile, dogs would race, just to feel her kindness in that place. She left spring in her step, sunshine in her wake, like the warmth of a pie Mama used to bake. Her laugh was a breeze that danced with the trees. Her presence was calm like the hush before peace. She never said much, but the whole town knew. Wherever she walked, wildflowers grew. She'd leave a pie on a neighbor's chair, and gospel tunes floating through the air. She never asked for praise or fame, just wanted love to know her name. She left spring in her steps, hope in the rain, a melody soft that still sings in my brain. You'd see her once and feel brand new, like Sunday socks and Easter blue. Though time moves on, I still believe she left more than steps, she left me reprieve. Now the road's the same, but not quite bright, without her smile, without her light. But every April when robins return, I swear I feel her and flowers burn. She left spring in her steps, love without end. She taught the soil how to mend, her shadow soft like a hymn unsaid, a living prayer where memories tread. And when I walk that road today, I smile 'cause she walked this way. Worn out Bible sat by the wall, next to her candles, small and tall. She marked each page with ribbon red, where hope and faith and love were spread. Each Sunday morn she'd kneel herself and leave her prayers on that shelf. A faded photo of children's smiles, a porcelain cross with gentle tiles. She never spoke them out loud, just there in whispered thanks and fervent prayer. No gilded frame, no gilded path, she left her heart on that shelf. She left her prayers on that shelf, silent words that spoke of herself. In every crease, in every fold, her faith and grace was quietly told. Though years go by and dust may dwell, I still feel her on that shelf. When storms would rage and nights grew cold, she'd light a lamp, a flickering gold. Her whispered dreams would chase the dark, a steady flame within her heart. Now I kneel here all by myself and
find her voice on that shelf. Some folks look high for answers grand, but she found God in gentle hands. Each prayer she wrote, each tear she shed, lives on in words she softly said. She left her prayers on that shelf, a legacy beyond herself. And every dawn and every breath, I feel her love outlive her death. So when I doubt, I turn and delve to read her soul on that shelf.
She'd rise with the sun, boots in the dew, hands in the soil like the sky told her to. Rows of roses, marigold pride, that garden was where her heart would hide. She whispered to seeds like they had names, each bloom a story, never quite the same. She said love grows in roots you tend, and broken things can bloom again. The way her garden grows, with mercy and with time, each petal holds a memory, each leaf a sacred line. You'll find her in the daisies, her strength in every stem, and in the breeze that bends the grass, you'll feel the touch of them. No need to say goodbye, just walk where her soul shows. You'll know she's near by the way her garden grows. There's a swing by the lilac she used to hum, a tune so soft it still makes me numb. And though the weeds try to claim her place, every spring her spirit takes back space. The way her garden grows, with faith and subtle grace, with colors that outlive her in time's unhurried pace. You'll find her in the lavender, her warmth in every rain, and in the silence of the dusk she calls me home again. She's not gone, she just chose to live where her garden grows. She said love is water and hope is sun. If you give them enough, new life will come. The way her garden grows, it tells me what is true, that even when she's far from sight, her love still breaks through. Among the thorns, among the roses, she still lives here in the way her garden grows.
I stumbled once when I was young, lost my way and felt undone.
She took my hand and wiped my tears, said, "Son, I'll hold you through your fears." Her voice was soft, her faith was sure. In every trial, she was my cure. When burdens weighed and nights were long, I leaned on her like a hopeful song. Her grace carried me through the night, lifted me to face the morning light. When I had nothing left to give, her mercy showed me how to live. Through every trial I could see her grace, it carried me. Now that I'm older, I understand why she gave more than this world demands. Her hugs were prayers, her words were balm. She led me back to faith's sweet calm. I pass that grace along today, in the little things I do and say. So when my children lose their way, they'll know her love will never stray. Her grace carried me through the night, lifted me to face the morning light. When I had nothing left to give, her mercy showed me how to live. Through every trial I could see her grace, it carried me. Through every trial I could see her grace, it carried me. Late afternoon, the sun hangs low, golden light through lace curtain flows. I walk the hall, my footsteps slow, and see her shadow where it used to go. By the window pane, stands so still, like she's watching over this old hill. That same old chair beneath her seat, dust on the cushion where our hearts would meet. She'd hum a tune while watching time, fold each worry like a prayer in kind. Now the hush remains, but still I feel her presence there, so warm, so real. Her shadow stands by the window every day, a silhouette of love that never fades away. No wind may blow, no seasons change, but that gentle form will still remain. Though life moved on and dreams may roam, her shadow guards our heart and home. I reached to touch the glass she knew, cold to my palm, but her warmth breaks through. Her faded dress still hangs nearby. It's hem-kissed once by her lullaby. And every dust when daylight wanes, I swear I see her in the window pane. They say ghosts dwell in the silent night, but hers brings peace, not fear or fright. I close my eyes and let hope rise in her shadow. Love never dies. Her shadow stands by the window every dusk and dawn, a faithful friend when memories linger on. No grand display, no need to roam, she'll always watch me from our home. Though years may pass and hearts may roam, her shadow stays and keeps me whole.
Red clay roads and midday sun, she'd walk tall, never come undone. In dust that rose with every stride, she left a lesson love supplied. I traced her steps where she once trod, found my faith in dusty sod. Her laughter echoed down that lane, wiping sweat, ignoring pain. She taught me strength in every mile, in simple talk and knowing smile. Now when I wander paths I trust, I see her footprints in her dust. Footprints in her dust, guiding light, leaving hope where day meets night. Though time may fade and roads adjust, I still walk in her footprints and dust. Her love remains in simple thrust. I follow on where she left dust. People chase fortune, chase fame, but I found riches in her name. Wherever wind and sun combust, I walk safe in her footprints and dust. Footprints in her dust, stepping strong, leading me when life goes wrong. Though storms may rage and winds combust, I walk sure in her footprints and dust. Through all of life's trials I trust, her love remains in footprints and dust. She never needed jewels or gold. Her treasure lay in stories told, with every prayer and every vow. She wore her faith like a simple brow. No crown of silver, no showy gown, just a humble heart that stood its ground. She'd rise before the morning light, hands folded, soft eyes shining bright. In church or field, in work or rest, her trust in God outshone the best. Neighbors whispered of her grace, how heaven found a resting place. She wore faith like a crown, held her head above life's frown. When storms would rage and doubts surround, her prayers would lift us off the ground. No need for gold to weigh her down. She ruled her world, wearing faith like a crown. Children gathered at her knee, sang hymns she taught so tenderly. No grand cathedral could compare to love she poured through whispered prayer. When her days turned soft and warm, her faith remained unblemished, shorn. Now when sorrow finds my way, I think of how she used to say, hold fast to hope, let fear fall down, and wear your own faith like a crown. She wore faith like a crown, gave her best when night spun round. Though years have passed and she's not found, her legacy in us abounds. I'll walk this life with heaven bound, wearing faith like a crown.
She wore an apron stained with years, knee-deep in dirt, but never tears. With every seed her fingers laid, a silent kind of prayer was prayed. She knew the rain, she knew the sun, she trusted both and what they'd done. Beans and okra, corn in line, tomatoes red by God's design. But it wasn't just the crops that grew, it was the soul she stitched right through. Between each row, her love would show a harvest far beyond we know. There was grace in her garden rows, more than all the church folk know. With calloused hands and faith so wide, taught us how to walk with pride. No fancy words, just dirt and time. But she raised hearts like climbing vines. There was grace in her garden rose. The soul remembers every prayer, each morning song she whispered there. Now I plant where she once stood, still hoping to grow something good. There was grace in her garden rose, where the holy wind still softly blows. I kneel today like she once did, and thank the Lord for how she lived. No steeple high, no stained glass glow, just Mama's grace in her garden rose. A single look from her hazel eyes told me truth no words could disguise. Her smile lit up the darkest night, turned my wrongs into something right. No need for riches, no need for chance, she gave me the world in a glance. We sat on porches at twilight's fall, sipped sweet tea beneath the garden wall. One glance from her was all I'd need to know our hearts would always lead. Though time may shift and seasons dance, I still hold her world in a glance. She gave me the world in a glance, a promise made in an instant chance. When days grow cold and nights grow long, I close my eyes and feel her strong. No treasure could replace that romance. She gave me the world in a glance. Some chase fame, some chase gold, but her eyes were stories untold. In her gaze I found my home, a place where love could freely roam. She gave me the world in a glance, a love so true, a timeless dance. When life moves on and dreams advance, I still live in that world in a glance. No matter how far fate may prance, her gift remains in one glance. Ashes rest
in the hearth below. Embers glow with a fading glow. I sit in silence, gaze at the flame, and feel her presence whispering my name. No gentle voice, no lullaby, but I see her form as the sparks fly high. She'd warm her hands where the coals burn bright, humming a tune on a cold winter night. Her shadow danced on the brick and stone, like a promise that she'd not leave me alone. Now when the fire crackles low, I almost swear I feel her soul. Her shadow lingers by the fireplace, and every flicker I see her face. Though years have passed and rooms feel bare, I find her warmth still drifting there. No photos need or portrait frame, her memory glows in that dancing flame. The old armchair still bears her scent, cushions worn from nights she spent. She'd read me stories till sleep took hold, her gentle touch a comfort to my soul. Now I lean in where the embers die and feel her love in the smoky sky. Sometimes I reach to touch her cheek, but find only soot and fears to keep. Yet when the fire's soft and low, her shadow returns and guides me home. Her shadow lingers by the fireplace, a silent hug in a lonely place. Though she's gone where the angels rest, her spirit stays where my heart's blessed. No matter how life's winds may chase, her love remains by the fireplace. Every step I take across this wooden floor, I swear I hear her laugh behind that old screen door. She used to hum while sweeping near the stairs. Now the creak beneath my boots whispers that she's still there. She said the heart of home is in the grain and knots, in dinner time stories and coffee pot thoughts. Now silence lingers in this time-worn space, but in each groan of wood I find her grace. Her voice in the floorboard, soft and low, like lullabies only the hardwood knows. In every step and every sway, she's guiding me along the way. Gone from sight but never far, she's in the floor.
in the stars. When lightning cracked and rain would pour, she'd pace these boards just back and forth, saying storms may come, but they all pass. And the echo of her faith still holds me fast. Her voice in the floorboards, warm and deep, keeps me walking when I want to weep. In lonely nights or early dawn, the strength she left keeps pushing on. She's not a ghost, she's not a scar. She's in the floor, right where hearts are. I thought I lost her when she left that day, but this house keeps talking in its own way. Her voice in the floorboards through and through, saying, son, I always walked with you. In dust and wood and air and light, she sings me home each quiet night. No need to search, no need to roam. She built this house and made it home. Leaves fall slow in crimson waves. She'd kneel down where the wood path paves, hands clasped tight, head bowed low. Her whispered prayers like embers glow. Each gust would carry that sacred prayer through autumn's chill and golden air. She wore her shawl, gained its morning's bite, humming tunes that felt so right. I watched her faith in each refrain write its grace in the autumn rain. Now breeze still holds that gentle sound, a prayer she breathed on sacred ground. Her prayer in the autumn air, soft and warm through crisp despair. When leaves let go and hearts feel bare, I breathe it in, her autumn prayer. Though seasons shift and paths may steer, her faith remains in autumn air. Some find solace in summer's song, but her strength bloomed when days were long. Through amber fields and amber glare, I feel her prayer in autumn air. Her prayer in the autumn air, guarding souls with tender care. When winter winds blow cold and fierce, her grace remains in every tear. In every gust I stand aware, her love lives on in autumn air. never raised her voice at dawn. Coffee brewed, the curtains drawn, barefoot steps on wooden floor. Peace like that I don't find no more. She didn't talk much, didn't need to try. Her love spoke loud in the morning light. Eggs in the pan, toast on the plate, the smell of calm before the day gets late. She'd hum a hymn or just be still, and time would slow like the breathing hills. No rush, no fight, no need to fill. Just being near her made life real. She gave me quiet mornings when the world felt soft and wide. Before the noise, before the storm, just her hand warm in mine. Those sunbeams on the window pane, that's where her love remains. She gave me quiet mornings, and I still wake up looking for the same. Now it's just me and the kettle's hum. No footsteps come, no setting sun. But sometimes I swear I hear her there, in the stillness, in the air. She gave me quiet mornings where nothing needed to be said. A simple smile, a gentle glance, a word that she quietly led. And though she's gone, that peace still stays in every slow and golden day. She gave me quiet mornings, and they never went away.
Mama kept her Bible by the bed, with a ribbon round the page where Jesus bled. Another one-marked song she used to sing when life felt like a heavy thing. There was one for Dad and one for Grace, tied gently where her teardrops traced. I never asked what colors meant, but I knew each one was heaven sent. Ribbons in her Bible, soft and warm, holding every trial we had borne. They whispered prayers I couldn't say, and held my hand from far away. She never said too much aloud, but her love was wrapped in faith somehow. Now it's mine, this leather book still smells like home if you stop and look. I I thumb the pages she once read, hear her voice inside my head. Ribbons in her Bible, soft and warm, holding every trial we had borne. They whispered prayers I couldn't say, and held my hand from far away. Though she's gone, I feel her vow. Her faith still holds me even now. No sermons loud, no grand parade, just silent strength that never swayed. Ribbons in her Bible, years have flown, but they still point me safely home. A quiet grace I never earned, but through her love I've slowly learned that faith's not shown in mighty crowds, but in ribbons soft and bound and proud. Sunburst days and skies so blue, she'd brush my world in golden hues. Sand between our barefoot toes, seashell songs and wild rose glows. Her laughter wove a bright skied art. She painted summer on my heart. Chase fireflies at dusk retreat, share lemonade in rocking seats. She'd hum a tune through fields of green as dancing light kissed in between. Those seasons fade and days depart, her art remains within my heart. She painted summer sunsets on memory's lane. In every bloom and every start, she's there, painting summer on my heart. There it sat by her old perfume, folded neat in her dressing room, just for a line in her graceful hand. But they shook me more than I could stand. No date, no name, just ain't gone life.